let's go ahead and get started here. No. Well, sorry for the conflict beginning there. Alright, so to begin with, last time we ventured, we came into contact with the what was it? Oh yeah. Yeah, we survived Ostagar. Sorry, I'm stuttering. I'm trying to remember. Had a massive brain fart. Apologies. Alright. So, I was also trying to make sure everything was working properly. Sorry about that. Alright. So, last time we played, we survived Ostagar. We made it to Lothering. Went through Lothering, took out some bandits. Found Sir Heinrich, or however it was pronounced. We returned his stuff. We helped out people of the town with the Chanter's board and finished turning in potions and crap, or poultices, however you want to pronounce it. And then while we were also in town, we found out that the Grey Wardens are outlawed by Loghain. You know, you're wanted for quote-unquote treason. And also, while we were there in Lothering, we got Sten and Liliana. Where's Liliana? There she is. Yep, we got Sten and Liliana to join us in our quest to save Redcliffe from the Blight. And after we did all that, we left Lothering. Yep, after we did all that, we left Lothering, and we came back here and talked with everyone. Yep. We actually didn't finish every conversation piece, but I figured I'd save some of them for another video. Because you also unlock more as you gain affinity and stuff, so I figured just add more conversation. I'd go ahead and save that for later. Because, I mean, also, Alistair took
What do you need?
15 minutes.
Ask away.
Yeah, as you all can tell. Yeah, if you watched the last 40 minutes of the last video, you would remember that 15 of those were devoted to Alistair. 15 to 20 of those were devoted to Alistair here. And yeah, but since they were devoted to him,
Such as they are.
we don't have like 1,000 questions
About the Grey Wardens,
and
anyhow.
stuff. Yeah.
Fair enough. What do you need?
So that's good. Alistair, I like him and stuff, but... And he did drag on about the Grey Wardens. But I added all the bits of information because I figured you all either might be interested, and it also, you can gain affinity and stuff that way. Yeah, so we talked to Alistair about his past, and about the Grey Wardens. We talked to Sten, he didn't really want to say anything. We talked to Liliana about her past. She said she used to be a minstrel from Orlais before she was a cloistered sister. We had everybody talk to our dog, which was kind of cool. Yeah, everything served pretty well with him. We talked to Levy about the Soldier's Peak, and he brought we should go and help him regain it. We talked to Sandal and Bodon about our new agreement with them helping us out at camp and so on and so forth. And we went and talked with Morgan. Yep, so we went and talked with Morgan, and we asked her about her shape-changing abilities, and, you know, just some of the simple things, you know, if she ever was playing in the forest, and, you know, out there in the wilds, and stuff like that. I figure I will go ahead and leave some of our other conversation pieces for later, because some of her conversations are kind of interesting, hers and Liliana's. So I figure we'll leave that, and also Liliana's can drag on for a while. Morgan's pretty direct to the point. I figure we can get to theirs later, but what our main goal is for now is, since we have all these, I don't figure we'll go to the DLCs until later. So, but before we head to the DLCs, I figure we'll go ahead and continue the main story, not just our companions. So, in the main story, we've been requisitioned to go and use the treaties and to find our allies in Redcliffe. So, let us head to Redcliffe first, since it is suggested by Alistair and stuff for us to head there. And it works out pretty well. I think if we head there first. So, it's our stuff. Won't be able to wear that for a while, sadly. Alright, I think we got a good amount of potions. And I got gifts for days. Why do I have a silver chalice? Gifts for days. Belch of ashes. Alright, oh wait. Alright, so let us head there. Before we do, while I'm thinking about it, I'm going to see.
You and your friends are formidable folk, indeed. It's good to have you along on the road.
Let me see if I can sell the chalice I have here. And while I'm here, let me go ahead and get a backpack to increase my storage. And if I remember correctly, then most of these gifts don't really do too much. Surprisingly. The gloves are for Liliana. Forgot about that. Hey, they won't appear right now because she's wearing the Chantry robe, but they're there. Alright, to the Arl and Redcliffe. Let us venture.
Yes.
Indeed.
As we have our party, this will probably be our party for the whole walkthrough if I think about it right. Okay, we got a crap ton of locations to go to. So there's Slimmer's Hut, there's Lothering, which we just left. The Racilian Outskirts, which are the... you would find the Dalish there if we were going to go and do the Dalish. We got the Redcliffe Village. I figure we'll head there first for the Arl. Soldier's Pass, that's one of the DLCs. That's where the dwarves are, that's where the mages are. That is where the Oscar DLC is. Oh crap, that's right, we're able to go to Deadrun now. I forgot that. Soldier's Peak is another one of the DLCs, so let us head to it now. Yeah, probably wouldn't want to head to Deadrun quite yet. Oh. An event.
Darkspawn, kill them all.
Oh, hello. Somebody left up.
I suppose violence.
Alistair.
Right ahead. I am your death.
Jesus.
Yes.
It's like it being a rogue. I probably should be ranking up for skills. Alright, more stuff for us to sell. My god, skills. My guy, and on himself. He has threatening on. I don't quite know where that is. Alright. Can I just go ahead and assign it real quick? Just a sec.
What can I do?
Turn her off. Alright. Oh. Sorry about that, but I didn't have that power for a reason. For right now, you can take its place. Alright. Oh, let us see. To Redcliffe!
Look, can we talk for a moment? I need to tell you something. I should probably have told you earlier.
Really? What's going on, Alistair?
I told you before how Arl Eamon raised me, right? That my mother was a serving girl at the castle and he took me in? The reason he did that was because... well... because my father was King Marek. Which made Kaelin my... half-brother, I suppose. Ha! Yes, I guess it does at that. I should use that line more often. I would have told you, but it never really meant anything to me. I was inconvenient, a possible threat to Kaelin's rule, and so they kept me secret. I'd never talked about it to anyone. Everyone who knew either resented me for it or they coddled me. Even Duncan kept me out of the fighting because of it. I didn't want you to know as long as possible. I'm sorry.
So he's technically the heir right now.
Oh, good. I'm glad. It's not like I got special treatment for it anyhow. At any rate, that's it. That's what I had to tell you. I thought you should know about it. Let's hope not. I'm the son of a commoner and a Grey Warden to boot. It was made very clear to me early on that there was no room for me raising any rebellions or such nonsense. And that's fine by me. No, if there's an heir to be found, it's Arl Eamon himself. He's not of royal blood, but he is Kaelin's uncle, and more importantly, very popular with the people. Though, if he's really as sick as we've heard... oh no, I don't want to think about that. I really don't. So there you have it. Now can we move on? And I'll just pretend you still think I'm some nobody who was too lucky to die with the rest of the Grey Wardens.
Command.
Oh, lovely. I'm going to regret this. Somehow I just know it.
Yeah, he still approved of it, so that was at least good. Alright, I'll go ahead and take that. And across the bridge we go. In the Redcliffe.
I thought I saw travelers coming down the road, though I scarcely believed it. Have you come to help us? We are. Then you don't know. Has nobody out there heard? He could be dead for all we know. Nobody's heard from the castle in days. We're under attack. Monsters come out of the castle every night and attack us until dawn. Everyone's been fighting and dying.
Apparently everyone seems to agree that a blight is the perfect time to start killing each other. Marvelous, really.
We've no army to defend us. No Arl and no king to send us help. So many are dead. And those left are terrified they're next.
Hold on, what is this evil that's attacking you?
I don't rightly know. I'm sorry, nobody does. I should take you to Ban Tegan. He's all that's holding us together. He'll want to see you.
Ban Tegan, Arl Eamon's brother. He's here.
Yes. It's not far, if you'll come with me.
Tegan! Tegan's pretty cool. Alright, to the town of Redcliffe we go. Whoa, she's already gotten 13 kills? Haven't had Liliana that long. Okay, yeah, it's a little weird seeing her and her Chantry sister garb just walking through with a whole bunch of what looks like armed individuals.
It's Thomas, yes? And who are these people with you? They're obviously not simple travelers.
No, my lord. They just arrived, and I thought you would want to see them.
Well done, Thomas. Greetings, friends. My name is Tegan, Ban of Rainersphere, brother to the Arl.
I remember you, Ban Tegan, though the last time we met, I was a lot younger and covered in mud.
Covered in mud? Alistair? It is you, isn't it? You're alive! This is wonderful news.
Still alive, yes. Though not for long if Ten Loghain has anything to say about it.
Indeed. Loghain would have us believe all Grey Wardens died along with my nephew, amongst other things. So, you are a Grey Warden as well? Is it possible we've met? You seem very familiar.
Yes, I am a Kuzlan.
Ah, yes, that's it, exactly. A pleasure to meet you indeed, though I wish it were under better circumstances. You're here to see my brother. Unfortunately, that might be a problem. Eamon is gravely ill. No one has heard from the castle in days. No guards patrol the walls, and no one has responded to my shouts. The attack started a few nights ago. Evil things surged from the castle. We drove them back, but many perished during the assault. Some call them the Walking Dead, decomposing corpses returning to life with a hunger for human flesh. They hit again the next night. Each night they come, with greater numbers. With Caelan dead and Loghain starting a war over the throne, no one responds to my urgent calls for help. I have a feeling tonight's assault will be the worst yet. Alistair, I hate to ask, but I desperately need the help of you and your friends.
It isn't just up to me. Though the Grey Wardens don't stand much chance against Loghain without Arl Eamon.
We'll help.
How pointless to help these villagers fight an impossible battle. One would think we had enough to contend with elsewhere.
Thank you. Thank you. This means more to me than you can guess. Thomas, please tell Murdoch what transpired. Then return to your post.
Yes, my lord.
Now then, there is much to do before night falls. I put 2 men in charge of the defense outside. Murdoch, the village mayor, is outside the chantry. Sir Perth, one of Eamon's knights, is just up the cliff at the windmill, watching the castle. You may discuss with them the preparations for the coming battle. Of course. I have those few who returned from their quest. You know of this, yes? Yes, I question Isolde's decision to send so many knights in search of this relic. But I am a practical man, whereas she is a woman of great faith. Sir Perth was one of the knights sent on this quest. Perhaps you should speak to him if you wish to learn more.
Why are you in the chantry?
Sir Perth insists. He wants me to be with the villagers, so everyone he needs to protect is in one place. I don't mind, to be honest. The point of all this is to protect the villagers, and I can do that best here. This is the last line of defense, should things go amiss. We could bring some men in to stand beside me, but I'd rather keep the monsters away from the villagers if possible. Hopefully we can find the source and stop it before it causes any more damage. With luck, we'll also find Eamon and be able to help him. I do not know. They seem to be walking corpses, men with rotting flesh that continue to attack even with the gravest injuries.
Undead? Spirits possessing the dead. There could be several causes behind such a thing, none of them pleasant.
Yeah.
Very well. Luck be with you, my friend.
Of Or she's going to disapprove because we're doing something good for people, but...
Let us pray. Blessed art thou who exists in the Maker's sight. You are a stranger amongst us, yet you still agree to defend our village in its darkest hour. We are most grateful to you. I will be grateful of your attempt, even if it fails. We can ask no more. Allow me to introduce myself. I am revered Mother Hannah, head of this chantry, which for the moment is a place of refuge for these poor villagers.
How awful this must be for you all. Is this everyone who's left?
All those who cannot defend themselves, yes. They are terrified of tonight's attack, and I fear these walls will not keep them safe. What can I do to help with your task?
Just how safe is the
It is
chantry?
the sturdiest building in the village. The women, elderly, and children will stay here during the battle, while the militia and knights protect them. They set up a barricade outside the chantry to keep monsters from getting inside. If anything gets in, Van Tegan is our only defense. Please, have mercy. Help these people. Do whatever you can. May the Maker watch over you, child.
Yeah, I don't think I need the blessing.
I'm scared, Mother. When are the bad men coming? Soon, darling. Don't worry. Everything will be alright. I want to go home.
Ah, and that was the Codex entry about demonic possession. Always the most wonderful.
Father is outside.
And the entry calendar is what leveled me up.
Stay here and be brave.
Ooh! That's right, I'm able to get a specialization now. Yeah, and due to the fact of me having completed a playthrough before, I actually have all the specializations. I haven't unlocked them over time. So... yeah. That's why I have all of these. It's because I have gotten them in the past. Normally you'd be able to get them over time either by reading books or getting them from companions. So, champion, a lot of their skills are actually pretty powerful. Pretty defensive. Templar's pretty nice too. Berserker's alright, but my favorites personally are the champion and the Templar. I think I'm going to start off with the champion though. Put a few more strength there. Champion though. Champion lets out a fearsome war cry that gives nearby enemies penalty to attack. Rally, the champion's presence inspires nearby allies. Two weapons. I think I'll just go ahead and get war cry. Sign. I'll have it take that. Redcliffe. Alright, I believe that we should go ahead and do the village under siege, since, as of right now, we should seek out Arl Eamon. The bad thing is there's, you know, a plague going on of, you know, the dead. So, we must help Redcliffe in their endeavor. So we need to run around, see if we can help out anybody, and help out Sir Perth and Murdoch, and see what they need.
sorry. Am I bothering you? I'll try to be more quiet. Those things dragged my mother away. I don't know what happened to her, but I hear her screaming all the time. Everywhere.
How terrible. You poor thing. I wish there was something we could do to help.
And now my brother Bevan, he ran off. I don't know where he is. I'm so scared they got him too. I went to her house. It's by the square. He wasn't there. I searched the rest of the village too. I called and I called, but he never answered. I wonder if he ran off into the woods. I'm so worried. Without me, he has nobody. He said something about saving Mother. He's just a little boy. He doesn't understand she's gone.
If he has foolishly run off, then he is no doubt dead. You should get used to that fact.
Nice. Maybe you want to kick her in the head while you're at it.
Shall we comfort her with lies? If she is to face death, better she face it honestly.
I hope he didn't try to go to the castle. Oh, that would be awful.
Oh, and if you're wondering why we have that little pink, sparkly aura over us, that's Bard's song. It's a ability that Liliana has.
I understand, I do. I'm just so afraid for him. I'm so scared, Father. What are we going to do?
Alright. Close that up, and... So, we need to help find a missing kid, and we need to... what's it called? Yeah, find a missing kid, and we need to help out the...
No, we don't have the men. No sign of them coming back from the castle, Murdoch.
So you're the Grey Warden, are you? I heard they all died with the king. Could be that I did. We aren't gonna turn aside anyone who wants to help, though. Don't take me for being an ingrate or nothing.
Well, we do want to help however we can. You can trust us.
Name's Murdoch, mayor of what's left of the village, providing we aren't all killed and hauled off to the castle tonight. I hope you're right. I've been trying to hold us together, but it isn't easy. Anyhow, you're here, and they tell me you're in charge.
Alright.
Morale's about what you'd expect. These men aren't soldiers. They're villagers defending their homes, and they're frightened. It would help if we had decent equipment. There weren't enough swords in Owen's shop. The men's armor is nearly falling off. I don't think we're in any shape to fight. We'll do our best, of course, but, well, I have my doubts. I just hope I'm alive tomorrow morning. We need what little armor and weapons we got repaired, and quickly, or half of us will be fighting without either. Owen's the only blacksmith who can do it, but the stubborn fool refuses to even talk. If we're to be ready for tonight, we'll need that crotchety bastard's help.
Alright.
His daughter, Valena, is one of the Alessa's maids, so he hasn't heard from her since this whole business started. He demanded we attack the castle, break down the gate, and force our way in. I said it was impossible, but he wouldn't listen. He's locked himself in the smithy now. I can't force him to do repairs. He said he'd rather die first. Not by nightfall, and not well enough that I'd be happy to test it in combat. If there were others, don't you think I'd ask them?
Alright,
We could use some extra bodies. Having a veteran like Dwin in the militia would help a lot, but he flat out refuses. He's a trader, a dwarf, lives near the lake. Locked himself up in his home with some of his workers, he has. Says he doesn't need any of us. We could use somebody with his fighting experience, but he won't come out. Shouldn't you be trying to reason with Owen? Don't drink with him. That's how he sucks you in. Just my luck, our success hinges on the most foolish drunk of a smith ever to grace the Maker's lands.
Alright, so let's venture and see if we can...
I am not fond of sharing. You should know this.
I haven't asked to borrow anything of yours.
Nor would I lend it if asked. You would be best to desist and find your own.
Find my own what?
This facade of yours is unconvincing. If 'tis a competition you wish, a competition you shall have.
You wild folk are very odd and possessive.
Oh. I think that may be because where I had exposure to Leon and Morgan is being possessive. Oh dear. That's gonna lead to more problems later. Alright, into the house. This is Caitlin's house, in which she's the one that gave us the side quest. So therefore I do believe that it might be a wise idea to look for her brother here.
Go away. This isn't your home. This is my home. My home, you hear me? How do you know my name? Did she tell you to take me back to the Chantry? Don't make me go back there. I hate that place. I hate it. I know, but I don't want to be in the Chantry. Everybody's scared. But they tell me I shouldn't be scared. And they tell me I shouldn't be sad that Mother died. I don't want to be sad. I'm brave. I'm going to be a hero. I'm going to fight them off. I will. No. I just heard you coming, and I guess that's not very brave of me, is it? I'll come out now. All right. I came out. You won't hurt me. Will you? I'll go back to the Chantry if you really want. I can't tell you. It's a secret. You could. Alright, I guess. Father said I could have his sword when I grew up. It was Grandfather's. And Grandfather was a great dragon slayer. I thought, if I was brave like Grandfather, I could use his sword and kill the bad people who took Mother. In the chest, in Mother's room, Father gave me a key, but I'm not supposed to give it to anyone. You could? Maybe you could give my sister money? She said if we had money, we'd be all right, even if Mother is dead. Oh, all right. Here's the key. I hope you use it to kill a lot of those bad people. I should go back to the Chantry. Good luck.
Well, I found her brother. That's good. And now... to the second floor.
Done.
The green blade.
Anything else?
Cautionary Tales for the Adventurous. What a title. Alright, so let us continue. Oh, and even though I said that I plan on getting affinity back normally. Okay, so I need to speak to blacksmith and the dwarf. Oh, and I need to let her know I found her brother. Alright. But as I was saying, even though I said I was planning on gaining affinity normally, I figure while I'm thinking about it, I'll go ahead and give her. I'll go ahead and give her a little.
I am grateful. 'Tis thoughtful indeed.
A little bit.
A fine gift. You have my thanks.
Just make up for a few wrongs.
Interesting.
There we go. And okay.
Is that for me?
Go ahead and give some ale to our good
Really?
friend.
Wow! Wow!
And since I'm already passing it
Oh,
around.
how dear of you. Thank you so much. Oh, how dear of you.
There we go.
Thank you so much.
That also cleans out my inventory some, so. That's another reason why I was giving out gifts. Most of them aren't worth too much. Alright. The twins home. Let's go mess with this dwarf. Help the town. I don't want to help the town. Help the town. You're just now hopelessly jammed. Break open the lock. We're coming in, dwarf.
Wonderful. Intruders. I hope you have a good reason for breaking and entering into my home. No, have to run the place. It's not like I could stop people like you anyway. The name's Dwin. Pleased to meet you. Now, kindly tell me why you're here. So what? You recruiting for him? I'll tell you what I told Murdoch. I'm not risking my neck for this town. So, that's what it comes down to, huh? Fine. I'll go, if you want me out there so badly. Don't thank me. I'm not doing this for you. I'm doing this because of you. Go tell Murdoch he won. And I better see you out there in the square when those creatures come.
Alright. I, quote-unquote, convinced him to hope. Alright, back to the village. And I think we might check out the tavern too. There might be a quest or two there. Actually, didn't even know the tavern existed until my second trip. It's always good to try to look and see if you can find some buildings.
Have you spoken to Owen? Is he not the most stubborn fool you've ever met? Thanks for persuading him to come out here. He's going to be a great help. I just know it. I have a good feeling about tonight. Stop fidgeting.
I don't like being out here at the winter. Please keep me
Alright, the blacksmith is up there. Serve her. There's the blacksmith. It's just a random house. Alright. I already went and talked to Dwayne. Figure we can head to the general store later when we have a lot more stuff to sell. But, let's go ahead and head here into the tavern.
Not looking for company. Why? I don't live here. Just waiting until I can leave again. I'm not here to talk.
There's something about this man's demeanor. I don't know.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
But you do, don't you? I know spy when I see one.
Look, I don't know you, and I don't want to. I'm not... I mean, I was just told to... I mean, just leave me alone. About what? Just because you're a Grey Warden doesn't mean you can go around threatening people. But I never... Oh, all right, I'll tell you. Just don't hurt me. This is more than I bargained for. Look, they just paid me to watch the castle and send word if anything should change. But they never said anything about monsters. I haven't even been able to report anything since this started. I'm stuck, same as you, I swear. A tall fellow, I forget his name. He, said he was working for Howe. Arl Rendon Howe. He's an important man, Terran Logain's right hand. So I didn't do anything wrong.
That communist.
Just to report any changes, honest. All I could send word about was the Arl getting sick. After that, monsters started coming from the castle. I don't know anything about these creatures. When the Arl got sick, I got scared that people would think I was involved. But I swear I don't know anything about it. They sent me to watch. Maybe they knew the Arl would get sick. I don't know. Here, this is a letter from them. It has instructions and everything. Keep it. Do whatever you want with it. I just thought I was serving the king and making a bit of coin on the side. You have to believe me. Oh, all right. I'll do it. Thank you for your mercy. I won't forget it.
Now defend Redcliffe, my friend. If I don't see you, you will have an issue. Alright.
Hello there, friend. Can't say we've ever met before. Stranger to the village, I take it. Haven't had many travelers lately. All this nonsense is bad for business. Bet you regret coming, yes? Brave words, brave words. Well, we'll see when night falls, won't we? So, what'll it be? You are here to drink, I hope. Name's Lloyd. So, why'd you come to the village now? The roads can't be all that safe, not with a war brewing. Well, that explains it. Except for the lack of darkspawn around here. But never mind me. Something else I can get for you? Right, I've got some supplies too, in case you're interested. With the store closed down, it doesn't hurt to pick up some of the slack, eh?
Right, the general store's closed right now. Oh. That's inconvenient. Oh, that's for one of the deals. Sleep carriers. Ooh, got a tome. I know I have like a crap ton of these now, but it doesn't hurt to we'll be taking that and that. So I can use those. The off chance I ever actually get around to crafting stuff. Alright, let's talk to the barmaid.
Another doomed soul come to drown their sorrows here, I see.
If you came here for a drink, you'll have to talk to Lloyd. He's got a vice grip on the spigots. I'm just here to keep the boys from mutiny. Not much. He's very quiet. Says his name's Beric and he's here to meet his brother, but I think he's lying. He's a bit creepy. What business? Without the castle soldiers, the only customers we have are local. And they're all in the militia with no money to spend. The few with any money are here, but it's not enough to justify working. Lloyd's a greasy pig. And if I didn't need this job so badly, Oh, you think I'm pretty, do you? You mean after the fighting's over? I'd really like that. What would I have to do in return? You're a rare one, you are, making me laugh with this blackness hanging over our heads.
That's what the Grey Wardens are all about. Amusing people.
I'll tell you what, sweetie. You make it through the night, and you'll get your kiss. Make her bless you. I'll kiss every man in the village if we survive!
Hurrah! 3 cheers for Bella!
Later on, yes. Lloyd will lock himself in the cellar, and I'll go to the chantry. Are you fighting tonight? That's good to hear. I didn't know that. Keep safe.
Hey, what can Lloyd get you? Fine. Make them quick. I'm not abandoning my tavern because of a few monsters. The second I'm in the chantry, Murdoch and his men will be here drinking all my ale. Why? When them creatures attack, I lock myself in the cellar, just batten the hatches and wait it out. What's the point in getting myself killed with all the rest of them? If that makes me a coward, then I'm a coward.
Do it.
But Van Tegan said we didn't have to. He said... Fine, I'll go. But all of this better be here when I get back. I don't want the place drunk out from under me. Blasted bloody...
I see you got that bastard Lloyd to join the militia. It's about time he did something to help out. I guess this puts me in charge. Poor Lloyd will have an apoplexy just thinking about it, eh? Fair enough. Let me see what Lloyd stored in the back. You can help yourself.
Huh. So since I put Lloyd up to it, she kind of took over. Or at least temporarily. That's cool. Alright, back into the village. Just a few more bits of conversation, I guess. Go ahead and use that. And I believe I should go and visit the blacksmith now, since the general store is currently closed, so it won't do me any good to go there. Yeah, I'll go try to convince Owen to help us out. Alright. Alright, let's figure out what shield cover does. You know, I don't think it'll hurt.
Go away. Curse you. Leave me in peace. You've already taken everything out of my stores. There's nothing left. Huh? Who is that? What do you want? I've been through enough. All right. Let me undo the locks. All I ask is that you don't make any trouble.
Maker's breath. What is that smell? It's like someone set a brewery on fire.
Somebody's been drinking.
So I let you in. You wanted to talk. Now we're talking. Mind telling me who you are? The Grey Warden, is it? It takes all kinds. Anyhow, my name's Owen, though you might already know that. Care to join me as I get besotted? Or is there something in particular you wanted? Why should I help Murdoch when he won't help me? My girl, Valena, is one of the Alessa's maids, and she's trapped up there in the castle, but the mayor won't send anyone for her. She's been my life since my wife passed on 2 years ago. Now she's dead, or soon to be. I don't care what happens to me or the village, or anyone! Why not? It's not like we're going to live past the night anyhow. Or are you going to save us? Is that so? Maybe it's the drink talking, but you almost sound like you believe that. Tell you what. If you want me to do repairs for Murdoch and his men, promise me you'll go into the castle and find my daughter.
I'll do my best.
Not good enough. Murdoch said the same damn thing, and I didn't believe him either.
You were asking a great deal, you wretched little man.
I want a promise. Promise me that you'll look for her. That you'll bring her back to me if you can. I'll accept that. It's something to hope for, at least.
Oh, lovely. Shall we next begin rescuing kittens from trees?
Right then. It seems I have some work to do relighting the forge, and I suppose I'll have to find some iron. Maybe at the mill. Murdoch just better send his men here as soon as possible if I'm gonna get to all these repairs and get them done by nightfall. If you need anything done, well, just let me know. I've got a lot to do now, so you'll have to excuse me. I must admit, it feels good to be up and doing something finally. There's no way I'm sobering up before morning, however. I've you to thank for that, stranger. Just do what you've promised, and it will have been worthwhile.
Let me see about.
I haven't got
something.
much, obviously, but I'll do whatever I can for you.
Alright. Well, none of your weapons worthwhile for me right now. Got your armor. Ooh. These gloves are better. Sorry, those boots. Alright. I'll take the gloves and the boots. What else do you have? I wouldn't figure you would have anything else. Make it hurt. Alright, so now to talk to Murdoch about Owen. We agreed to help find her, and I need to still turn that in. Oh, shiny. Alistair. Oh, that's right, you can't wear the boots yet. But you can wear the gauntlets. That's kind of weird looking with the splint mail. Chest plate. But it should serve its purpose, so. Ah, splint mail is better than the leather I've given you.
I must admit, it feels good to...
Alright. And sell the gloves. And be out of here. They were once exiled for conspiring to overthrow the king, but they were brought back.
I can't believe I'm going to fight. That's what I get for...
Well, it looks like Owen's finally doing the repairs we need. The damn fool is falling over a drunk and still manages to make smithying look easy. Good enough, I say. I'll inform Bantig and the militia is ready to fight. We'll give those bastards a welcome they won't soon forget. I hope you're right. We may just be village folk, but we're going to fight like there's no tomorrow. You'll find him and his men at the mill by the bridge, to the north. I have a good feeling about tonight.
Alright, and what way is the chantry? There's the chantry. Gotta go and let Caitlin know, even though I'm pretty sure her brother already found her.
Bevan said you were the one who found him. I can't possibly repay you. You're very sweet. I suppose there's no harm in it.
Why not?
How noble. Enjoy doing that, do you?
Oh my. Stay safe tonight. And good luck.
Jeez. Liana. That was like a whole -10. I mean, Morgan was like, ah, okay, you know, I'm not a big fan of it, but okay, you know, -3. Liana.
Make her keep you safe. I won't forget you.
Alright. Well, I guess I have a sword now. It's better than what I'm carrying, even though I have electricity damage. What does mine do? Ooh, I get healing effects. Alright. Maybe I'll just give it to Alistair. His long sword. I'll give to Liliana. Does not mean to anger them that much. Here, Liliana,
Why, thank you so much. Why, thank you so much.
take smack off. That at least put me back up 5. Yeah, I actually didn't know that was an option, didn't do it last time. That's why I had to do it that time. Sorry for that. Alright. Now, cross the bridge and up the hill.
There's one thing I do not understand, Alistair.
Just the one thing.
About you, perhaps. Why the deception over your parentage?
I'd figure you'd be the sort who knows all about deception.
I do. And what use the deception might have had ended when...
No word from the castle? No
Oh, well, I actually wanted to hear that. Conversation between the two, because it's kind of entertaining. Alright, time to talk to Perth.
Greetings, Grey Warden. I am as relieved as Ban Tegan is to see you here. I must admit that I do not quite know how to address you. Is my lord sufficient? Very well then, my lord. I am humbly at your service. I am Sir Perth, until recently in direct service of Arl Eamon of Redcliffe. For now my charge is defending the village from these evil assaults. Would that I had chosen not to seek out the urn of sacred ashes. Perhaps I would have fended off whatever evil befell the castle, or perhaps I would be dead. Ah well, with the Grey Warden aiding our defense, perhaps all is not lost.
That is true.
We have sufficient armor and weapons, but my knights are too few to stand against the monsters without assistance. Perhaps you could approach Mother Hannah in the Chantry for some holy protection against these evil creatures. Otherwise, I do not know what else you could provide beyond your own talents. We're as prepared for the onslaught as we could possibly be, all things considered. No, nothing comes to mind. If you have not spoken to the Mayor, Murdoch, you should. His militia is far more in need of aid than we are. As you wish, my lord. May God watch over you.
Alright, so I need to go ask for a blessing. Back to the gentry, here we go, do-da. Okay.
What is it you need, child? I have done all I can for them. I pray for them each night and seek the Maker's forgiveness for their sins before they face their deaths. What Sir Perth seeks is something that is not in my power to give. I can pray with them and give them my blessing, but Sir Perth wants me to call upon the Maker to shield them from evil.
Well, can't you just tell him the Maker will watch over him? Morale is a powerful thing, you know.
You mean you want me to let them think the Maker protects them in a real sense? I will not lie to them like that. I suppose their belief in the Maker's power could inspire them, but it just seems like trickery. Very well. If it keeps them alive, I will do what I must.
It's not really trickery.
I have a number
if
of
it's a
silver-cast holy symbols. Tell Sir Perth that he can have them, and that wearing them will confer the Maker's protection. Now please, let me tend to these poor folk. I must do what I can, and I suggest you do the same.
Alright. Yeah, staying the night and fending off the undead is pretty hard. It's not really hard because they're pretty easy to kill, but it's annoying. It takes a while because you have to search all of them out. They die quickly, but you have to like really like go in the companion. Am I going in the wrong direction? I fear that I may.
They say your mother is Clement, a witch of the Kukari realm.
They also say that washing your feet in winter makes you catch cold in the head, but we all know that is not true. But sometimes they are right, and they are right in this.
You know the stories about...
Of course. You think my mother would let me go without telling me all the stories of her youth?
My mother told me stories too. She was the one who kindled my love of the old tales and legends.
My mother's stories curdled my blood and haunted my dreams. No little girl wants to hear about the wilder men her mother took to her bed, using them until they were spent, then killing them. No little girl wants to be told that this is also expected of her once she comes of age.
I see.
No, you don't. You really don't.
The Knights of Redcliffe are ready to fight at your disposal. Have you spoken to the revered mother? Has she offered anything?
Must we do this? The faith that will protect these men must come from their heart, surely.
If they are the same as the symbols worn by their priests, well, that would more than suffice. Of course I do. These are Maker's symbols. What better protection could we ask for? I will send some men to collect the amulets. Please give my regards to Mother Hannah for seeing some sense at last. There is still time before the sun goes down. If you have not yet spoken to Murdoch, or if there is anything you have planned...
Ready now.
Good luck to you then, and may the Maker watch over us all.
Let us make our stand. And after the conflict, I may... end our... time this video and come back later. When we go into the keep. Alright.
They're coming! Get to your positions! Make ready!
As the undead come this way.
It's time, men. Know that you fight.
Dawn arrives, and we survive the night. We are victorious.
Well, yes, we are.
And though this victory came at great cost, we must remember none of us would be here were it not for the heroism of these good folk beside me. I thank you, good sir. Truly the Maker smiled on us when he sent you here in our darkest hour.
Let us bow our heads and give honor to those who gave their lives in defense of Redcliffe. Now they walk with he who is their Maker. Long may they know the peace of his love.
With the Maker's favor, the blow we delivered today is enough for me to enter the castle and seek out your Arl. Be wary and watch for signs of renewed attack. We shall return with news as soon as we are able. Now, we've no time to waste. Meet me at the mill. We can talk further there.
Alright. Let me go and level up Liliana here. That's right, she's like scaled out in archery. Alright. Well, Tegan, after we had our meeting there, Tegan has asked us to go ahead and head to the mill, but I believe that we'll do that next time. I believe that this is a stopping point here for us, so I hope you all enjoyed this video. I hope you all continue to enjoy the rest of this series as I continue it. And hope you all have a great rest of your day, and as I always like to say, enjoy it as you may, and goodbye.